Welcome to Anciency, where we explore the past and understand the present. Today we delve into a topic that has shaped the modern world: communism versus democracy. Introduction to political ideology. Political ideology refers to a set of beliefs and values that shape an individual's understanding of politics and government. It encompasses everything from economic policies to social issues. Political ideology can be broadly divided into two categories: left wing and right wing. Left wing ideologies are typically progressive, while right wing ideologies are conservative. However, it's important to note that political ideology is not a binary system, and that there are so many shades of grey between left and right. Understanding the difference between communism and democracy. Communism and democracy are two of the most well-known political ideologies, but they are vastly different. Communism is a socialist ideology. The goal of communism is to create a society in which everyone has equal access to resources and opportunities. Democracy, on the other hand, is a political ideology that advocates for the rule of the people, by the people, and for the people. In a democratic society, citizens have the right to vote and participate in the political process. Brief history of communism and democracy. Communism originated in the 19th century with the publication of the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. It became a popular ideology in the Soviet Union and in China in the 20th century. Democracy, on the other hand, has its roots in ancient Greece. It became a popular ideology in the 20th century with the spread of democratic governments in Europe and America. Pros and cons of communism. One of the main advantages of communism is that it advocates for the equal distribution of resources and opportunities. This means that everybody has access to the same education, healthcare, and employment opportunities, regardless of their social status. Another advantage of communism is that it eliminates social hierarchies, which can lead to a more harmonious society. However, one of the main disadvantages of communism is that it requires a strong central government to enforce its policies. This can lead to suppression of the individual freedom. Pros and cons of democracy. One of the main advantages of democracy is that it gives citizens a voice in the political process. This means that everybody has the right to vote and participate in the decision-making process. Another advantage of democracy is that it provides a system of checks and balances which can prevent abuse of power by the government. However, one of the main disadvantages of democracy is that it can lead to a gridlock and a political polarization. This happens when political parties become so entrenched in their positions that they are unable to compromise and work together. What's the difference between conservative and liberal political views? Conservative and liberal political views are two of the most well-known political ideologies in the United States. Conservative political views are typically associated with a small government, free markets, and individualism. They believe that the government should have limited power and that individuals and businesses should be free to pursue their own interests without interference. Liberal political views, on the other hand, are typically associated with big government, social justice, and collectivism. They believe that the government should use its power to promote equality and fairness, and that individuals should be willing to sacrifice some of their own interests for the common good. How political views shape political ideology. Political views can have a significant impact on the individual's political ideology. For example, someone who holds conservative political views is more likely to support capitalism and individualism, while someone who holds liberal political views is more likely to support socialism and collectivism. However, it's important to note that political views are not set in stone. They can change over time, based on the personal experience and exposure to new ideas. Communism versus democracy. Which political ideology reigns supreme? The choice between communism and democracy ultimately comes down to personal values and priorities. If you believe in the equal distribution of resources and opportunities and are willing to accept a strong central government, then communism may be the right choice for you. If you believe in individual freedom and importance of a voice in a political process, then democracy may be the right choice for you. However, it's important to note that both ideologies have their challenges and criticism. Challenge and criticism of communism and democracy. One of the main challenges of the communism is that it requires a strong central government to enforce its policies. This can lead to authorization and suppression of an individual freedom. Additionally, communism has been criticized for its inability to incentivize innovation and entrepreneurship. One of the main challenges of democracy is that it can lead to gridlock and political polarization. Additionally, democracy has been criticized for its inability to address issues of economic inequality and social justice. Conclusion. Which political ideology is the best choice? The choice between communism and democracy ultimately comes down to personal values and priority. However, it's important to be aware of the challenge and criticism of both ideologies and to be willing to consider alternative perspectives. Thanks for joining us today on this journey through ancient history. We hope you enjoyed learning about the past and how it influences the world we live in today. If you want to continue exploring the mysteries of the past, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our latest videos. And if you're hungry for more knowledge, be sure to check out some of our videos on topics like Asian civilizations, famous battles, and notable historical figures. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Ancient History.